gotta talk some Tuesday trends. The trend tonight is the huge movie Air that just hit theaters over the weekend. We have one of the stars with us tonight. Very excited for this. Gabrielle Bourne, hi, how are you?
Hello.
It's so good to talk to you. How does it feel to have Air finally in theaters?
Oh, it's so exciting. The whole process moved pretty quickly. We were back on set in June. So it's amazing to see it come together so quickly, and it's getting a really good response. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, from the minute we heard this movie was being created, everyone was like, oh, okay. It's funny because we kind of, the ending per se, I guess, before you get started even shooting the movie. You know what's happening now in the world with Nike, with Michael Jordan, but yet it's still a movie we all want to see. What was it like being on set for that?
Yeah, it's really cool because, obviously we know how this story ends to a certain extent, but, this is kind of a part of the story that I think a lot of people don't really know. And they told it in a way that kind of sheds light on it in a whole different way. And, focusing on Sonny Vaccaro, who is a character that not a lot of people talk about, but he was such a huge part of, how this all came to be. So it was a really cool experience being there as it was happening. And, I got to be on set the day that the real Sonny Vaccaro came to watch. And, just watching his response to it all was really cool.
That is really cool. So you play Tiffany. Tell us about Tiffany.
Yeah, so I play a secretary in the Nike office. I got to be around, the whole world as it's all going down. And it was a really fun world to be a part of.
How did you audition for this role? Did you audition in front of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon? What was it like?
It came to me as a self-tape audition, which is how things are happening these days, where we as actors aren't going into the room as much for auditions. So I literally sent in a tape and got cast from there, and then a few weeks later showed up on set with Ben Affleck as a director.
I mean, this isn't your first role in acting, but it had to have been a pretty big deal to be able to work with those huge names. Did J-Lo ever stop by?
Yeah, she did. She came to set a few times. She's a very supportive wife.
That's awesome. You gotta love that. You gotta ask, right? That's like the biggest pop culture moment.
That's the only thing everyone cares about when you say Ben Affleck.
Like, was she there?
Yeah.
When you're not acting, but checking you out on Instagram, you do all of this redecorating. I'm super impressed. How did you start doing all of that?
Thanks. Yeah, it kind of started as like a little side hobby, like refinishing furniture and building furniture. I got really into woodworking, and then I had this dream to renovate an entire house. And 2 years ago we did it, bought like a complete fixer-upper, and I've just been kind of learning as I go, and it's kind of spiraled into this obsession with learning how to build. And every time I don't know how to do something, I Google how to tile, how to drywall, and I've just learned basically how to build a house. It's been a really cool experience.
That's incredibly impressive. I was also impressed at what you did for the premiere for your outfit, because I see people dyeing their clothes all the time. I get just so stressed out. Like, I can't even get stains out of my clothes. I'm almost 36. I bring them to my mom. So the fact that you're dyeing your whole outfit, did that not stress you out? Was that exciting for you?
It was a little bit stressful for sure. I had no idea what color it was going to come out, what was going to happen. And I've actually never dyed clothes before. So that was a first for me. But I just had to go for it. It was too fun to go with the red theme of the movie.
It looked great. I saw the photos in the video, so it looked awesome. Do you feel like now you must live this Nike life? Do you find yourself buying new shoes and stuff? You're like, I was in Air, so.
I have been living in my Nikes. It's totally how it is. I feel like I'm totally immersed in the brand now, and every time I see it, I'm like, Nike. It's all part of it.
That's pretty cool. What's your dream acting role?
Ooh, I'm working on writing a show right now. That's kind of my dream role. It's kind of combining my love for building, and it's about a female handy woman and Finnish carpenter.
Cool.
And I'm writing the pilot right now, and it's like gritty, and it's about just this woman who's trying to like prove herself in a really male dominated industry. So I think that would be really fun. Hopefully I can do that.
All right, before we go, our theme this week is celebrations. We're celebrating a bunch of stuff. So I wanted to know, what's the best birthday celebration that you've ever had?
Oh my gosh. I think when I was younger, we did like go-kart racing.
Okay.
I remember that stands out to me. I love race cars.
I can imagine, because you like build a house. I'm sure you like a lot of that stuff. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You can follow her at Gabby_Bourne on Instagram. Air is in theaters right now. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
If you've seen any trends or topics on social media that you want us to try or talk about on Tuesday Trends, send us an email at gds@fox39.com. We'll be right back.